To win fantasy football, you need to understand NFL game script, okay? In the NFL, teams have about 8 to 12 possessions per game. And in those possessions, they are going to run the ball more or pass the ball more depending on the score.
Yep.
So right now, a guy like Derrick Henry has had a very bad game script because the Ravens have been down early and often in these games. And guess what? When the Ravens are down, they're not going to run the ball with Derrick Henry. They're going to throw, and that affects him negatively.
Yeah, that absolutely affects him because Justice Hill is on the field.
Exactly.
Derrick Henry's not a known pass catcher, not as much of a pass blocker either. He just runs the football, right? So that's the difference.
Yes.
And you see Derrick Henry only getting 50% of snaps, maybe even less when they're losing, but when they're winning, he's getting around 70% because they're running the football and they're just letting him cook. On the opposite side, we have someone like Jamar Chase who has immense game script. And listen, even if the Bengals had a really good defense, Jamar Chase is always going to be a top option, but the Bengals defense sucks. We know that. That means they're going to be down 14 to 21 points every single game, which means they're going to throw the ball, which means that's good for Jamar Chase, right? So he's always going to have those passing opportunities, and the Bengals won't be up so much to be giving the ball to Chase Brown and running. Another negative example, too, is the Packers' offense, right? The Packers want to run the football, and when they're winning and they're playing a lot of bad teams, when they're winning, that means a lot of Josh Jacobs, and tough for the pass catchers and tough for Jordan Love managers.
Yeah, it's simply put, you want running backs on good teams that are winning a lot, and you want wide receivers on bad teams that have to throw a lot. That's always going to help you out in the long run.